Hello, my name's Jason. I'm the founder of Mid-Continent Paranormal Research Society, or MCPRS. If you haven't seen one of my things before, one of my videos, or talked to me anywhere, please check me out. That being said, I'm going to do a quick video blog here talking about one of probably the most frightening, especially at the time, paranormal experiences I've ever had. I was last fall of 2014. I had a run-in with something in my house that either it was evil, or it wanted me to think it was evil, or demoned, or whatever you want to call it, or it was just messing with me. I don't know, but I don't have any psychic abilities or really metaphysical abilities. Well, I don't think I do, but there's a few things that I do that at least make me feel better. So first off, I'm going to tell anybody out there that doesn't know, I'm a paranormal investigator, and any long-term paranormal investigator can tell you that you can be at a location and you could be there for 2 or 3 hours and not get anything, and just feel like you're almost wasting your time. You might not be wasting your time, but you get that sense that nothing's going on. The place is not active, and then you can actually feel something in the location change, in the environment. I don't know how to explain it if you haven't ever witnessed it or felt it. The whole mood and atmosphere of a location can flip from non-active to active, and you can feel that even before anything started to happen. And after that flip, multiple people can feel that, and then you can have multiple occurrences of paranormal activity. So I believe that anybody that's in tune with their surroundings can feel that metaphysical shift, even if you don't necessarily think you have abilities. And that's kind of like me in this story. So it was one night, I think it was last November or October. I was in bed. I had already been asleep. And this whole thing could be a huge, long dream within a dream within many dreams. I don't know, but I do believe that it was real. So I was dreaming. You know, you have many dreams every night, even if you don't remember any of them. Or if you only remember one of them, you still had multiple dreams. If you're sleeping correctly, that is, anyways, but it's another topic. So I woke up, or I was in a dream, and I don't remember what I was doing in the first dream. I think I was just in a house doing some stuff. And then all of a sudden I had this feeling of dread, I guess you could say, and I woke up. And my wife was asleep next to me in bed, and my daughter wasn't home that night. And I felt like there was something in the room with us. We have 2 dogs, and whatever it was, the dogs didn't notice. I felt like there was something in the room with us. Now, I do something after investigations. I don't know if it works or not. I believe that I might have blocked a psychic one time doing it, but I don't know for sure if it was me. I just know that the very first time I tried this, there was somebody in the room that I wasn't sure if I believed was a psychic, and they were reading different people. and I mentally projected a blocking wall in between that psychic and the person they were reading, and they weren't able to read it. And so I kind of do that in a sense after investigations, or that night when I felt uncomfortable, or any night when I feel uncomfortable. When I'm in bed, I only do this when I'm in bed after an investigation or whatever, like I said, I'll close my eyes and I'll imagine a pinpoint of light hovering like 6 inches above my head. And everything else is black, all I can see is that light. And then what I do with it, I don't know if I do it, but I mentally picture myself, or that light expanding into a ball and then going out and surrounding my house and pushing out anything that might be in there and keeping anything else outside from getting in. This is the same mechanism I use to block that psychic. I don't know if it works, but whether it does or not, it makes me feel better. But that night, when I woke up and I felt this thing in this house, in my house, in my room even, I started doing that, and I started, and I felt it wasn't working, so I just started mentally blasting it to leave. I was like just closing my eyes and pushing as hard as I can and sending out what I pictured as flashes of light to try to get rid of it. I never experienced anything like that. And if my ability to do something is real, it's very limited, and I don't know if I was doing it correctly. So I did that, and in doing that, maybe after 20 minutes I fell back asleep. I was really tired anyways. It was exhausting trying to push this thing away, and I had my eyes closed because I was mentally projecting all this stuff, and I could picture it when my eyes were closed. So I fell back asleep. The second dream, I was in a different environment. I was outside, and the dream at first was a normal dream. Then I saw something black, like a shadow, like a fog, like a condensed, like the size of a dodgeball from grade school or whatever, sitting off in the field, maybe 10 yards from me. And it was kind of floating around and moving weird, and then it came at me, and that's when I woke up, and I could still feel whatever was there in the room still. It was almost like it was trying to show me itself in my dreams, but I couldn't see it while I was awake. So it was another 20, 30 minutes. I don't even know how long it was, to be honest. I fell back asleep. The next dream, I was in my daughter's room when she's 12 now, but I was in her room when she was maybe 5. And she wasn't in there in the dream, but I was sitting there messing with some of her toys. Now, if I think about it, I don't know where my daughter was, but I was in there messing some toys, and then I saw a full, 5-foot humanoid figure start leaning in from the doorway. And that's when I woke up. And I felt like it was still in the room, and I was doing the same thing, trying to get blasted and get out of there. And I have a friend that doesn't live too far from me, in the sense that it's not in the city but close, who has some abilities. So as I was trying to push this thing away, I was trying to mentally call out for help from him or anybody who might be able to hear me. And so that went on again, and then I had another dream, and in the next dream I was outside again, but this time it wasn't a little ball off in the field. This full human figure where I could see all the facial features, and it had like this weird ears and stuff, and it's what I would picture as a demon step out behind a tree, stare at me. Now, I'm a logical person. And this could all be a dream. But, and I guess what I'm trying to say is, because I'm a logical person, I could definitely see how, if there was something here, which I believe there was because of my experience, I don't necessarily know if that's really what it looked like or that's what it wanted me to see. After that dream, I woke up one more time. And I don't think I was up very long. I was out again. It started showing me things in dreams that were very disturbing. The very first one, after I completely fully saw it, the dream was my daughter was in her room, the house was on fire, and she was burning alive, and I couldn't get in there to save her, but I could see her. In the next dream, I saw a tree with a field on fire behind it and bodies swinging back and forth from the branches of this big tree in front of this fire. Then I saw people on spikes with going through their body, coming out of their mouth. The next thing I know, it's morning. So I had those disturbing dreams, and I don't remember waking up again and trying to push it away again. But I did talk to my wife the next day about it, and she said she woke up at one point in the middle of the night. I don't know if it was during this or not, because I wasn't awake when she woke up, but she thought she heard somebody walking around in our attic, right above where we were sleeping. So, I don't know if it was real. I believe it was. I believe that I was able to keep it from doing worse things than what it was showing me, or doing the things that it was showing me. It could have just been some metaphysical thing out there passing by and just wanted to screw with me. Just for fun. Who knows? But a few weeks ago, I was in the house by myself and I was getting ready to go to bed. And this time I had been drinking, but I felt the same thing. But this time I hadn't been asleep. I was getting ready to go to bed. And I felt like there was something in there again. But it was like 5 o'clock in the morning. So I started calling some people, really. And one of my friends, happened to be at work, and he answered the phone. And in talking to him, I was distracted, and whatever I felt went away. But it was that same first initial feeling. So, there's my story. Has anybody out there had something happen like that? Or know somebody that has had something like that happen? What's your opinion? I want to hear. I need this feedback. This is the first time I've told anybody outside of a close group of friends this story. And I'm kind of, in this realm, I'm kind of feeling a lot like what I picture some of my paranormal clients feeling. I don't want to feel like I was crazy or just making it up in my head. But I do have a better sense of myself in this because of my experience in life with the paranormal. But thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Please leave a comment what you think. And thank you very much.